All right, everyone, and welcome back. Crimzino, the next match is now. We are here for round 3 of Modern FNM at GameSwap in Mason, Ohio. For this round, we have the battle of the best friends. These players are very good friends, always come together. Probably test against each other a lot. We got Andrew Soper on Black Green Tron and Zach Harris on Jeskai Burn.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. You know, Andrew, you know, he's trying to assemble Tron, obviously.
Right, there's always the games where he just gets Tron and wins.
Right,
but if he doesn't,
but Jeskai Burn. What's interesting is that Jeskai Burn, given I think we both know what he's playing, sort of a Spell Queller, Lightning Helix, Electrolyzed deck.
Yeah.
I mean, Remand can be really good here, and sometimes you can just tempo your opponent out.
Sure.
So I don't know. I'm kind of excited to watch this, but yeah, you're right. We got the friend rivalry going on here. These guys even look kind of similar.
That's true. They're both wearing plain black shirts.
Well, not just that, but sure, they are.
AK Cracker seems to think that Tron just destroys Jeskai Burn.
I don't know. I think it would destroy Jeskai Control. I think Jeskai Burn, depending on how many burn spells you're playing, you can put up a fight here. You know, because you have so much reach, and Tron has to really take over the game to take you out of reach, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Bolt Snap, Bolt Electrolyze, you know, Helix, that stuff's all pretty good here still. Spell Queller's not very good.
No, you're not going to be spell quelling anything of that's too important.
But Remand seems fine, and Spell Queller seems okay if you can use it on the early stuff,
yeah,
like an Expedition
Scrying or a map.
Sylvan
Yeah,
Scrying.
I doubt you'd ever use it on a map. Get to use it on a map, but this is possible. You can actually take Oblivion Stone with it though.
Oh yeah, Oblivion Stone's a 3-drop, sure.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the cards that comes out in Game 2, but Game 1, that seems fine.
Freelancer fell. Thanks for the follow. You know, looking through Zach's deck there as he shuffled, I think he may be on a more controlling plan than we assumed. I saw some Cryptics and a Sphinx's rev in there.
Okay, well, you still play Cryptics in a counterburn deck. Sphinx's seems a little deep though, so this might be really more of a Jeskai control deck. Have we seen Spell Queller yet?
I didn't catch it in there.
So in a true Jeskai burn deck, to use that name accurately, I think that's more of a deck that cuts some of the fluff like Sphinx's Revelation for the cards like Spell Queller and sometimes a Geist of Saint Draft.
Yeah.
But who knows?
So
I would guess that Zach has Geist of Saint Draft in the sideboard anyway.
Yeah, we'll get another look. Okay, he definitely does have Spell Quellers.
Oh, he does? In the main? Okay. Yeah, I saw the Sphinxes. Logic Knot's not bad in this match.
No. Andrew Soper is actually stuck on lands, though. He's only got 2 Tron pieces and a forest, but evidently no way to search for lands. The rest of his hand must just be straight action, I guess. I saw an Ugin and an Ulamog there at least. So
thank you, Nyara Mikola 10 for the follow. Does that make you 7 years old? You're born in 2010?
Seems unlikely. So Andrew did resolve his Oblivion Stone there, so assuming Zach puts up any board presence, that can come in handy, but I think Zach now has Cryptic available. And Cryptic seems pretty good against Tron.
Yeah, Cryptic seems fine, especially when you can bounce Tron lands.
Sure.
Or do things like tap Worm Coil engines to swing through with your Snapcaster, that kind of thing.
All right.
I think, yeah, Cryptic's good here.
So it looks like Zach is going to go with the Snapcaster Helix here.
One brutal card that Andrew will have here is Collector Brutality.
Which he actually does have one, but he has no black mana currently.
Oh, he has one in hand right now?
I don't think he has Sylvan Scrying in hand. I'm guessing he would have cast it.
All right, let's see what the draw is for Andrew.
That is a Sylvan Scrying.
I think we Cryptic command that. Do we have the Cryptic right now? Yeah, we do. Yeah, I think we Cryptic that.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he did not have another Scrying in hand prior to this one.
Do we Cryptic that? Bounce the snap?
That would be hot. No, we're just drawing. Yeah, that seems fine. Ooh,
so given that he has 6 lands in hand, he has more lands so he can get to 6 mana. I would have liked counter bounce the snap. Because you could do that next turn, and then you have the option to snap Cryptic or even snap Electrolyze to draw the same number of cards here.
Sure.
But maybe you want to just try to be as quick as possible. Try to draw into some burn spells here.
Yeah. You guys are not seeing he did not have a Sylvan Scrying in hand until he just drew that. When his hand is Collective Brutality, and then I think like 6 top end thing, he has Karn, Ugin, Ulamog, Wormcoil, and something else.
Oh, so even if Andrew manages to land like a Wormcoil without Tron here, Zach has the path.
Right.
So we could see.
And he has another Snapcaster and another Cryptic.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing here is that, given that Andrew's now at 8 life, unless he's got like a mainboard Thragtusk or something, Andrew, even if he gets Tron and resolves a threat, he's got a lot of turns to burn him out. Yeah.
Actually, I mean, the last card in Andrew's hand is the same. It may just be a Sylvan Scrying, but I can't imagine he was holding that for that long. Maybe you guys are right.
Maybe he was playing around Counter Magic or something, but
that seems.
But I don't think he did that properly.
Yeah, he waited way too long if that was the case. I guess it must have been because he just cast them back to back and he drew a land for turn.
Right.
So his hand was all the bombs I listed as well as this last Sylvan Scrying that he just didn't cast.
We've got the second snap Cryptic here. This might be game because at this point, he swings for 4 next turn.
Yeah.
I assume Andrew blows up O-Stone here though, on his next turn.
Yeah, I mean, but then he can't play anything.
Right. Okay, well, there's the lightning bolt. We're getting closer and closer. Yeah, so after the lightning bolt, that'll take Andrew to 1.
We could have just animated Colonnade and killed him, but
oh yeah, he had that turn 1 Colonnade. That seems like the play.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really matter after the bolt because the bolt takes him to 1. Andrew has to use his entire turn O-stoning.
Well, he just drew that.
Oh well, that's Tron, so that's wow. But we've got the Cryptic command still.
He can cast Ulamog, but yeah, the Cryptic command will do him in. And even Ulamog's not good enough because then Colonnade just kills him.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's pretty locked up, folks.
Yeah. I think actually, I mean, given what I saw there, I guess he really was just waiting on his Sylvan Scrying, but I can't imagine why.
Yeah, maybe there's something we're not seeing. These guys know each other very well. I wonder if Andrew knows that Zach has like a bunch of spell snares mainboard or something, or
yeah, but you can never play around that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he was like waiting to get Brutality to look at the hand and make sure it was safe, but
that could be.
That just can't be right. I guess your line here is you exile 1 snap and Colonnade, and
right, but then you still lose to lightning bolt.
Right. I mean, he doesn't know that, but
right. You can also activate O-Stone and then have enough mana to cast Wormcoil, but Wormcoil doesn't help you against Colonnade and Path.
Well, he could like Brutality. Yeah, I mean, you have to target Snapcaster or Colonnade here just to give yourself a chance to survive, because then, I mean, you could block the next Snapcaster, but
if he had a Ghost Quarter, this game would be a little bit more interesting.
Sure.
But yeah, this is I think it's over here, folks.
I mean, Zach should just bolt him at this point to show that he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Zach also has Path to exile Ulamog.
Oh, I thought he was just gonna Cryptic the Ulamog.
You could do that as well.
Oh, thanks Brody BMXer for the follow. Do you ride bikes?
Maybe he's a BMXer.
Yeah, it could be.
Just bolt him. What are we playing around here?
Not sure.
Do a Vendilion click. There we go. Okay. That's game. All right.
All right. Yeah. So like I said, this matchup you can tempo this Tron player out with enough burn.
Yeah, but that may have just been misplay on the Tron players, and if he really did have Sylvan Scrying that long and just opted not to cast it,
Sure.
I don't understand why.
So I think Zach wants to get as low to the ground as he can here. Pitch the Sphinx's Rev. That card is never going to help you here.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very good.
Bring in the Geist of Saint Trapped if you have it. What else? If you have a Monastery Mentor, I've actually seen people do that.
Yeah, he may have.
Click.
He probably has like Wear Tear. I don't know how good that is here.
Yeah, it seems okay, but not great. Vendilion Click seems really good.
Yeah. He could have Blood Moon.
You could have Blood Moon, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. This deck can actually put on a pretty good clock with Blood Moon.
Yeah. If you resolve like a click and just
just beat their face in, bolt them a couple times. But yeah, obviously Andrew being on the play here is going to be a big help. What do you think Andrew wants? Chalice of the Void on 1?
Yeah, Chalice seems good.
Takes out Serum Visions and Bolt.
And Path.
And Path, yeah.
I don't know. Did they play like any sort of life gain effects? Probably, right?
So in black-green, I think you're really just relying on Collector Brutality.
I guess you have Worm Coil, so you don't really need, you don't really need more. Yeah, Collector Brutality, I mean, he definitely has some of those main. If he has any more side, obviously those should be pretty strong.
I don't think you want something like Thoughtseize here, right? Because you're just playing against Snapcaster.
Yeah, and you're damaging yourself. It doesn't.
Yeah.
MD Braves, thank you for the follow.
Maybe Duress if you have it.
Yeah.
Duress seems okay. O-Stone seems like a fine answer to things like Geist and Spell Queller and Snap. So maybe you leave in like some O-Stones, but unless you know he's got like, he's bringing in 3 or 4 Geist.
I don't know if this type of Tron plays that, but like Warping Whale could be okay.
Well, sure, and that counter. So that counters a sorcery, so that could be okay, and also exiles a Snapcaster.
You probably don't want your Dismembers if you're playing the maybe you just stick with like Fatal Push or something for the little smaller creature. I mean, I guess you could Dismember Colonnade, but Ghost Quarter seems better for that.
Yeah, Fatal Push seems like the best removal spell here. Maybe you want. Well, no, So we don't think that Zach has anything like Detention Sphere. I don't even know if he'd want it. Well, you want it like it can kill a Karn, but that's not really how you want to be killing Karn.
No.
You want to be killing Karn with the Snapcaster that you have on board.
Right.
That you flash in. Yeah, Chalice seems like one of the best cards here.
Yeah.
So maybe that sort of, if you're Zach, then you sort of have to bring in Wear and Tear.
Sure.
Maybe you've got Disenchant, but Disenchant is just worse than Wear and Tear.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
I wonder if does Tron ever board into like a more mid-rangey plan like this form of Tron, like bring in some Thought Knots or something?
Oh, they definitely do Thragtusk out of the side.
Okay.
And maybe like more World Breakers.
Yeah.
Do you think
World Breaker is actually very good in this matchup.
Yeah.
You get the Exile Colonnade and it has reach, so it can block any of the flyers.
Sure.
With someone making balloon animals in the background.
That could be. You never know. You never know here at GameSwap and Mason.
I'm gonna go with no, but as Mark said, you can't be sure.
So we think Zach has Stony probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably 1 or 2. If he's got 2 Stonies, I say you bring them. Well, they're not as good on the draw.
Right.
I think you bring 1 in on the play. Or sorry, you bring 1 in on the draw to try to get it. And if you don't really care because it's not great on the draw anyway.
Yeah,
on the play, I think you bring in both.
Bring some more on the play, sure.
Yeah, Stony's really bad against turn 1 Expedition map if you're on the draw.
Right.
But it's really good if you're on the play. And obviously it's good against the O-Stone.
Oh, you meant the noise, not the appearance. Yes, I sneezed. I guess that was the making balloon animals.
I never thought about that. Sneezing sometimes sounds like making balloon animals.
I mean, it does this. The rubber rubbing together sometimes makes that squeaky noise.
Maybe that's why people think clowns are sick. All right, so this hand from Andrew looks like we've got a talisman,
towers,
right?
I'm pretty certain we're not playing that. Hold on, let's roll it back. Oh, that's a sphere, not Crucible. I'm sorry, we're definitely playing that. The art on that is almost identical.
No, it's not. Up close, it's not. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I
actually thought it was a talisman in his opening hand. It sort of looked like a talisman of dominance or something.
Well, we got the turn 2 scrying, so we'll see if Zach has any way to.
So yeah, he wants remands. If he ooh, Ceremonious Rejection.
Yeah.
Oh baby,
that is nice.
That's pretty. He can actually play it. Does he have another tap land? You play a tap land, hold up Ceremonious, seems fine.
He does have Stony Sounds, but I don't think I like that here.
Yeah, I feel like you got to hold up Ceremonious, try to play Stony next turn.
Wait, did Andrew get the wrong Tron land? He did. Oh my god.
He got the wrong.
Woo!
Folks, Andrew got the wrong Tron land. Holy crap.
Well,
let's see. Now these guys are friends. Let's see if he lets him take it back.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew's. I mean, he's been playing Tron for quite a while. This is not like he's not new to the deck at all.
I think man, wow. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Oh, jeez.
You can't. I mean, why would you?
I don't think you have to scoop.
What?
He was gonna egg into brutality.
he's just gonna scoop it up. The shame scoop.
Man, folks, sometimes when you play Tron, you've got to pick the correct land.
That's got to be the #1 rule of playing Tron.
There is a minimal level of skill involved with these big Tron decks, and that's one you got to work on. So I think Andrew's probably kicking himself. I think he knows better.
I mean, the shame scoop. It doesn't really get worse than that.
Maybe he was playing around Crumble. Does that help you play around Crumble?
No.
Yeah, it was funny because we were looking through his hand here.
His hand was amazing.
Yeah.
He had like World Breaker, Ugin, Relic, like everything. Collective Brutality. His hand. He could not ask for more.
Well, it's like Jason Morgan always says, you don't have to be the best player in the room. You just got to be the best player at the table.
That is true.
And Andrew is feeling bad right now.
Wow.
I think if he would have just Collector Brutality, took that Ceremonious.
I mean, his hand was loaded. Like I think even through Ceremonious Rejection, he probably still had some action going.
Yeah, and Stoney was not going to help at all because he already had Tron assembled.
Plus, World Breaker getting rejected isn't even that big a deal because it has the ability to let you get it back.
Yeah.
So
well, now one thing I will say is that Stoney there, since Andrew did not have a colored mana source yet, Stoney would take him off of the mana from, using
the
Expedition
eggs,
map to get a forest or using the eggs to get colored mana. So I'm not sure he could even cast World Breaker if he chose to cast Brutality that turn through Stoney. But
so it looks like Zach boarded out some Quellers and Sphinx's Rev. I'm not sure about the Quellers, but the Sphinx's Rev obviously not where you want to be. Well, I did not expect the game to go that way.
Yeah, we so I don't think they're playing another one. They could play another one, but we're not going to ask him to do that. So we'll try to find a different match. Yeah, match number 2. These are some quick matches tonight. Some very exciting stuff here at GameSwap and Mason.
Yeah, the shame scoop out of the Tron hand. Not exactly.
Guys, be sure to find Andrew Soper on Facebook and just tell him how much you dislike his play. Just really rub it in for him.
Wow. All right. Well, we will try to find another game here shortly. Stay tuned, guys.